Yeah, so welcome you all, everyone. This is the webinar for assignment 7, and at the same time, this is a webinar for getting clarity in what to do as a career in digital marketing. I'll be sharing three basic ways to earn money through digital marketing. The very first thing, how to get a job. The second, how to get freelancing project, and third, how to sell your digital info products. So I'll be giving quick insights on every task, and it is basically an assignment of digital depot internship, but this can be useful to everyone who is going to watch the recording, and this is for almost everybody. Okay, and at the end, this is very important, guys. I need to tell you that you guys have to wait till the end because there's a surprise announcement, and that announcement is, I think, by far the most important part of this whole webinar. So I expect you guys to wait till the end. I'll keep it short. I'll not extend this webinar a lot, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible. So if everyone is ready and excited to learn a lot of new things today, and how to do the assignment 7, all these stuff, just type excited in the comment box so we can get started, because it's already 9:14. Just type excited in the comment box, everyone, so that we can get started. And I've already started the recording, guys, and I just want you guys to be excited. You guys can go ahead and take a notepad and make notes as well, and because I'm going to be sharing some really important stuff, and I'll be also be sharing the slide as well. And please share the group link. Yeah, I've already shared the group link. Those who have not joined my exclusive Facebook group of Digital Rockstars, I've shared the link. Go ahead and join the group, and we're going to start the webinar in next 5 minutes, right? I see 24 people have already joined, and hmm. Okay, guys. So I think so. Everybody is ready, and everybody is ready to rock. As the name says, Digital Rockstar. So we are ready to rock. So let's just get started with me sharing the screen. Mm, Now let me just hold on for a minute. Let me just share the screen. So if you guys can see my screen clearly, just type can see in the comment box. Quickly, just type can see in the comment box if you guys can see this slide and you guys can see the screen. Okay, I think so. Most of you can. Let me just quickly, because I have one more setup here. Yes. So I think you guys can see my screen now. Okay, so welcome to the assignment 7 webinar, and it is all about how give you clarity. Basically, what I am going to discuss, I'm going to discuss how to do assignment 7, and at the same time, I'm going to discuss how to choose. Because it aligns with how to choose a career in digital marketing, and I'm really excited to start the webinar, and I hope you guys are also excited. Just quickly, type excited in the comment box so that I can see the enthusiasm, because I can see a lot of people. A very awesome audience I have in the Digital Rockstars group, and you guys are already very enthusiastic when it comes to executing stuff and learning. So just type excited so that I can get the motivation to start with a very energetic start. And let's get started. So first of all, we will see what are the tasks that we have in assignment 7. We have basically three task options, and when we see the three options, these three options are, the very first option is getting a digital marketing job. The second option is getting a freelancing client. And the third option is digital mentoring, selling an information product, making your own information product and then selling. Okay. So I think so everyone is clear on this part, and we can move ahead, because it's pretty clear from the name that you have to choose any one of these. And I feel most of the people will choose the second one, how to get a freelancing client, because getting a job in this situation is quite difficult. But anyways, you can get a job. One of my students of the workshop recently got a job. No, he was not a student of my workshop, he was a friend of mine. he's in batch 3, and he recently got a job in SEO. And I also, I talked to him, and I also, did a to be very honest, I never did a job in digital marketing, although I got a lot of offers for job in digital marketing. Why? Because I never had this employee mindset. I always wanted to do something of my own. I wanted to start my own digital marketing agency. I wanted to, I never wanted to work for someone. I wanted to build something of my own from the very start. So, even though in the being a beginner, we are forced to do a job because, we feel that, we have to gain some experience. We can only gain experience doing a job, but that's not the case. You can also gain experience by executing whatever you have learned by your own. You can, there's a lot of ways, and that how you can do that, I'll be sharing you. Freelancing is a very good option, when you don't have this mindset of doing a job. And I'm not saying job is bad. Even Digital Deepak followed the, he did a job for a few years and he gained a lot of experience. Doing a job is also very important, but looking at present situation, it's kind of difficult. So that is why I'm not focusing on that. And you guys can go ahead and do your job when the situation, is pretty, it's pretty calm, the COVID situation. And doing a job gives you a really good insight of how a digital marketing agency works, how companies work. If you are a newbie in the industry, if you don't know how the corporate world works, how marketing and sales work, you can get a really good insights by working with these big companies. And not only you'll learn digital marketing, but you'll also learn a lot of things that will help you in future, in order to launch something of your own, in order to build something of your own. But I never did a job. I got a lot of job. Even people offered me a job. They gave me offers like 60,000 a month. But I straight away rejected them because I had this mindset from the very start that I wanted to do. I did a lot of freelancing. I'm not saying didn't do anything. I did a lot of freelancing, and that is where I learned a lot of things, right? And ultimately, my specialty, my expertise in digital selling, and basically, I am the master of design info product and sell them. I can teach you. I'm best at that. Fundamentals of digital marketing everybody has to learn. So this is something we're going to discuss as well, because I spent around 5+ years in this field, and that taught me a lot of things. And this is why I'm guiding you guys, so that you don't make the same mistake that I did. And don't do the same things, same mistake, and you have the hacks and shortcuts. Okay, just quickly move to the 3 tasks I already told you. So first, we're going to discuss how to get a job in digital marketing, right? So when it comes to getting a job in digital marketing, first of all, you have to decide your service. Okay, as I'm going to open the document sheet also. The document, that document he has told you how to get a job. Deepak has shared, there can be no better person to tell you how to get a job than Digital Deepak. Why? Because he has been doing a job for a long time. So you can just follow what he just said, and I'm going to give you a few more strategies. So first of all, there are a few ways you can do that. And as he's talking about, the first option is you want to start making money and blah blah blah. A job will give you stability, and he's saying that you have to build a portfolio. He worked in all these companies, and what he has said is that reach out to CEO and decision makers, and just pitch them. And whatever you learn from lead generation, you can use that and pitch them about your services, what you offer. So the very first step of getting prepared to get a job is that decide your service. And one thing, you guys have to wait. Yeah. And one thing you guys have to, keep in mind that in order to get a job, you don't have to be best at everything. Okay. You have to choose one thing. You have to choose one service, and you have to create yourself as a package. Okay. Create yourself as a package. For example, if you learn website design, right? So you should not be limited to website design, because there are few skills which are also related to website design. Like you can do SEO, you can learn blogging, you can learn SEO, and then you can learn graphic design. So graphic design, website design, blogging, SEO. There's a package. Now, if someone will hire you, if he sees that you have this package of, you also know how to design a website, you also have basic fundamentals of graphic design, you also know how to the on page, off page, just the on page, off page SEO of the website. How you also know how to write blogs. Then he'll be able to hire you. Why? Because people don't see you as people don't hire you based on what specific skill you have. They hire you on the basis of the package. What package how they can get benefit to you, what is the maximum benefit they can get from you. So that is something which I have noticed when it comes to job. So you can get, there are there are few domains in which you can get a job. And just as freelancing, there are different services, there are also domains and this job fields, and these domains are just it's very simple. Like you can get a job in SEO, you can be an SEO expert. For that you have to learn deep concepts of SEO, and you just have to learn link building, you have to learn keyword research, you have to learn how to do the SEO of blogs, you have to learn on page off page SEO of websites, you have to learn backlinking. And all this concept, I know you guys, it's very new to you guys, and that is the reason why I've made I'll be conducting a webinar, and I'll also be doing some very surprise announcement and also solve all these problems at the very end. So no worries, your all problems will be solved. So now once you have decided service should be a package, right? If you are an SEO expert, you have to learn everything related to SEO. If you are a website expert, you have to learn everything related to website. If you are lead generation expert, you have to learn how to generate leads, as in you got to know how to design landing pages. You got to know how to bring paid traffic. If you are a PPC expert, PPC as in pay per performance or pay per clicks, search engine marketing. So you got to know how to bring paid traffic, right? Google ads, if you're a Google ad expert. And then there's a domain called data analytics. You got to do analytics of Google, you got to do analytics of whatever traffic is coming to the website, Google analytics. And then different kind of data analytics, there are different kind of websites which can give you the analytics, and you learn how to use that website and all these platforms. And data analytics is a separate profile in itself. So these are the different profiles. How to know, how to know the package of the profile? It's very simple, guys. There's a hack. What you can do is that you can go to naukri.com, and there you can search for digital marketing jobs, right? There you can search for digital marketing jobs, and you can go in the profiles of people and see what they're offering. And once you go there, you'll get an idea what exactly they're offering. So you'll also get an idea what I can offer, right? So that you will be able to know about the package, right? So once you decide what service you have to give, you don't have to tell yourself that I'm a very good digital marketer. Nobody will hire you. You have to be specific, very specific. For example, if you want to if you're good with social media, you think that you have a good social media marketing skills. So in social media, it's website is social media, website design, Facebook ads, then designing posts, graphic design. This is all this comes in social media. Okay, so it's a complete package of social media marketing. You will be called a social media marketer, right? So if you guys are clear, what I'm talking about, and this makes sense, just type clear in the comment box so that I can proceed forward. A lot of guys were asking me questions. Someone is asking me what's my age. So I'll be revealing my age at the end of this. Until then, you guys can guess my age. And those who know my age, they don't have to reveal it. Okay. So the next step is, once you have decided your service, then you have to build a resume, right? You have to build a resume. How to build a resume? It's very simple. There are many different websites. What I do, you can go to Canva. You can go to Canva, build a very simple resume. Resume is very important part. Your resume should be SEO specific. It can, guys, please don't mind the tripod at the backside, because it's a tripod for my whiteboard, and I know it's very disturbing, because I can see it's very disturbing. So you know how to build a resume. It's very simple. Let me choose. Yeah, you can go to Canva and you can just click on resume. You can build your resume at Canva. It has a very cool template of you building a resume. And being a beginner, your resume should not be very technical. Should not be very like that. You can have that kind of resume also. Few people in the corporate sector know how to build a resume, so they can do that way also. But nowadays, it's not about this. It's very appealing and all that stuff. It looks kind of a professional. So you can use these templates. You can just click on this and you can build your resume. You can you know type in your details, and whatever skills you have, you can just whatever skills you have, you can just go ahead and fill the details in this thumbnail, right? It's very simple. It's a done for you template. You just have to write your skills, and you can add different pages to it. if you want to make a resume which is a bit larger, it has few more pages, then you can add more pages. You can, see there are a lot of templates. You can go ahead and build your resume. So in your resume, it's very important to mention all your skills. I'll give you a quick example of a resume which I created. And once you have made your resume, the next step is that build a portfolio. This is I'll discuss later on. And once you have made your resume, then you got to upload your resume to job portals. This is the second way. The first way is you got to pitch to decision makers, and I'll be sharing that method also. But first, I'm telling you this method, which is quite different, and DD has not shared that method. Okay, so there are a lot of job portals, and I feel this is the quickest way to get a job. You can just go ahead and upload job portals, because I got a job offer from Pixel Track. If uh, it might be very surprising for you guys, but I uploaded my resume, and when I joined the internship, I got a job offer from Pixel Track, and Halim Man sent me a mail that I'm looking for people like you. This is how I made my this profile at Naukri.com, social media marketer. Because I used to I did an internship at La Paz Digital Marketing Institute. It's an institute in this Delhi. So and this is see just because I put my profile on Naukri, I got 149. See, it's a very old stuff, and I just made it active today. Or I don't know, I made it active 1 week before, because I wanted to show you guys, because I have nothing to do with this. But still, in such a less time, in just 1 week, I got 149 search appearances and 16 recruiter action. You can see the power of just uploading a profile on these job portals. Okay. So if you guys find this, job portal strategy amazing, just type AMA in the comment box and let me know that it is very useful to you. Just type AMA if you find this strategy. If you're not aware of this strategy, no, I know everyone was aware of this strategy, but still, you know, it was my job to share this with you guys, and that is the reason why I shared. See, I got 149 search appearances, and I got a lot of offers. See, I keep getting. I have to turn this off, because when I turn this on, let me just quickly show my profile. It's nothing fancy, I just uploaded my resume, digital marketing CV, and then my key skills: marketing, social media marketing, digital marketing, email marketing, SEM, Google AdWords, display advertising, Google Analytics. So because all these skills I have, I'm expert. I can do all these skills. That is the reason why because social media marketing is a very you know in demand profile, and SEM is a very in demand profile. Email marketing is a very in demand profile. SEO is a very in demand profile. Google Analytics is a very in demand profile. Display advertising is a very in demand profile. These are in demand profiles which I set in my this Naukri profile. And the same way, you can go to different portals like Indeed and all these portals also, and you can just upload your resume and just upload. Make sure you upload a very professional profile pic, and yeah, that's it. And the same way, you can just go ahead and do it on LinkedIn. You can just upload your profile on LinkedIn. I'll be showing you my LinkedIn profile as well. And see, I'll just quickly show you my resume. Wait, let me see. Yeah. So it was a very simple resume. It's nothing fancy. And quickly show you my resume. I hope you guys cannot see the screen now, but wait. Mm, Let me just share the new screen. Just wait. Where is it? Yeah. Can you guys see the screen? See, this is how my resume look like. It's very simple and it's nothing fancy. And just because of this resume, I got so many job offers. It's so simple. Even I got job offers like from Pixel Track as well. See, recruiter messages, pending actions, recruiter searches, job recommendations. So Naukri.com is a very good place to get a job. And wait, yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys are clear. The same way, you can go ahead and do it on Indeed. You can do it on a few more portals, and you can just upload your resume, and you'll start getting offers. Make sure your Profile is, you have, it is completely optimized. You have filled in all the skills and details which are offering a professional photo, and everything should be very sorted, and you should not leave anything blank. You have to, because if someone lands onto your profile, he looks at everything. He goes through a profile very thoroughly. So it's very important, right? So let me see if someone is asking something. Which portal? It's Naukri. Yeah. So build a portfolio. You have to. It creates a great impact when you build a portfolio when you are seeking a job. What? When it comes to building a portfolio, it's very simple. You have to have something to show. Like if you are having a blog, if you are having a website, if you're already running a website and it's getting traffic, then it will be authority. Being a beginner, it's very difficult to do that, but you can just start a blog right away. Start putting blogs in that. If you just build a website, professional website of yours, and make it your portfolio, and as soon as you do start doing jobs, it will add up to your portfolio. Until then, what portfolio you have, you have to do everything for yourself. You have to make a blog of yours, you have to build a website of yours, a professional looking website, right? You have to do some data analysis of your website and show it to people. Well, keep it in that portfolio. So having a portfolio, you can also run email marketing campaigns, you can also run paid traffic Facebook campaigns, and you can just show the results to the recruiters, right? So building a portfolio is very impactful, and you can just add that, I've done this internship, I got the certificate and all these things. You can share all these things in your resume, right? It's very important. So building a portfolio is very important. Why? Because it will have a lot of impact in on the recruiter, that they will know that you have some experience. Because it's very hard for them to hire newbies, because newbies, they have, it's kind of a headache for them to hire newbies, because they have to train the newbies, right? It can be difficult for them to hire newbies, right, as compared to someone who already has an experience. So then the thing that Digital Deepak told you guys, reach out to decision makers. How you do that? It's very simple. Let me see. Guys, I can see I'm coming on the bottom of the screen. I want my screen to come at the top. Let me see how I can do that. Does anybody know how to, if because I'm new to Zoom, and mm, I don't know how to do that. Okay, just leave it. Pin to top. Someone is saying pin to top. Let's wait. Just wait 1 minute, guys. I really want this to happen. The option is top at corner. Okay, I think so. I'm not able to do this right now, but just give me one. Mm, spotlight. Okay, just leave it. So thank you so much for waiting, guys, and reach out to decision makers. Now, how you can do this? You can just go ahead and on LinkedIn, and I've shared this strategy in this my lead generation workshop. You can just go out and search for I'll also quickly share my LinkedIn profile, and I'll quickly tell you how to make a completely optimized, very simple and very appealing LinkedIn profile. So it's very important when it comes to getting freelancing projects and jobs. Your LinkedIn profile matters a lot, because that is a place where you will find all the decision makers, and you get a lot of projects and all that stuff from LinkedIn. So it's very important. You have a very optimized LinkedIn profile. I'll quickly show you how you can make a very, how it looks, how an optimized profile looks like. So yeah, this is my see. I have LinkedIn Premium, and having LinkedIn Premium gives you a very huge advantage, and it will really help you generate leads. Why I'm gonna be telling you in the next point when I'll be discussing. See, co-founder digital marketing agency, all these things, and I've written all my experiences. I did internship and all that stuff. 14 people viewed my profile this month. And because I'm not very deep into B2B lead generation, but still, it's very simple and optimized. Just make sure you have very professional photo. Make sure you have a background. You can also add a background image. Just make clear what you do. Digital marketing. I am the co-founder of my digital marketing agency, and you can also mention you what kind of expertise you have, whatever skill you have. You can mention about. A lot of people who are in corporate know how to optimize this profile. Okay, so a very simple optimized LinkedIn profile, and how to reach out to the decision maker. Simple, type CEO or social media manager. But no, simple. If I want to search in my city, social media manager. Yeah. So we can see a lot of people. You can use this search also, and you can use Sales Navigator also. It's awesome. I love Sales Navigator, and it comes only when you purchase premium, and you can just go ahead and apply for LinkedIn. It's free for first 30 days LinkedIn premium, and for next you have to pay for that. Sales Navigator, it's very good for B2B lead generation. I'll be showing you the how to do that in later on, because it gives you a lot of powers. I have discussed in depth in my lead generation workshop. So those who have not joined, who want to do my future workshop, they can join the Facebook group. I already shared the link, and no need to worry. See, Sales Navigator, we can simply type the keyword social media, or yeah, social media manager, media, social media manager. Go. Now what I'll do in the Sales Navigator, I already typed the keywords. Now I can add more customizations to filter that, right? I can add custom lists. I can choose the geography. I can add my city, or I can add Bangalore. Because in Bangalore, it's I want to get a job in Bangalore. Wait, wrong spelling. Yeah, Bengaluru, Karnataka. Then I can add. See, in relationships, make sure you mention first and second degree, because you only get to know the email, and you only get to message them in first and second degree connections. Then company, you can mention the sector. For example, you can just directly choose the company. If you want to pitch to someone at Pixel Track or Infosys or Zoomcar or anyone, you want to work with them. For example, I want to work with Zoomcar, so I will just quickly type Zoomcar and see assistant manager HR, digital marketing manager at Edureka. See, these are the people, these are the authorities. She is the assistant manager HR at Zoomcar. So I can just send her a connection request, and I can message her and pitch my about my service, about my digital marketing service, because she is at HR. So she will be very useful in hiring me, because she is responsible for human resources. So this is how you do the research, and you can add more filters, function, title, tag, and all that. Industry also you can choose, like human resources, internet marketing, and all that. For example, if you want someone in fitness industry, you want to get a job in fitness industry, right? So I'll just go ahead and search fitness industry. It's awesome. How many of you were not aware of this Sales Navigator? Just type no in the comment box. There's also not right example. Just type no in the comment box. How many of you guys were not aware of the Sales Navigator in LinkedIn? Let me see. Okay, Nita, Nitya, Samir, it's paid or free. It's free for first 30 days, then it's paid because it gives you all the premium features of LinkedIn, right? So it's free for first 30 days. You can just go ahead and apply for that, and then it's paid, right? So a lot of people were not aware. I think so. It is very amazing. It's a very amazing concept for you guys. You can use this, and even you can pitch to for your job, right? So there's a lot of discussion about job. So now let's get to quickly, let's gear up and let's increase our speed. So upload resume, we have already done the upload part. We have reached out to decision makers, service pitch. You have to make a pitch. The pitch is very important. You have to craft the email in such a way so that you get the job. And I think so Deepak has, I don't know if he has shared the pitch to you guys. I'll be sharing an email pitch which you can use to that pitch. You can use this framework you can use to give, to send to people if you're looking for a job, right? I'll be sharing that in the group. Don't worry. Then if you then interview. So once they reach out to you, just tell them, just job description. They just ask for the JD, and if you fit in the JD, then they'll onboard you and they'll get on a call or on with you, or either on an interview with you. Something, they'll onboard you, and that then it's simple. In interview, you just have to share your experiences. You have to be honest with them that I've done this digital marketing. I'm new to this field, and you don't have to tell everything right away. You just tell them I'm a very good learner. Even if I'm a beginner, I'm a very good learner. So don't show your weaknesses. Show your strengths, that you're a very good learner, and tell them I can learn things very fast, and I've already applied this. I have built this, and then you can join. So I think you'll be getting all the answers. You got all the answers. I shared each and every step by step. Who was with the interview? You can share just the designation of whoever you contacted and had the interview with, the profile, the designation of that person. Like for example, in this case, I just yeah. In this case, for example, if I went digital marketing consultant, social media. For example, I go ahead and contact this person, digital marketing consultant and freelancer. So this will be the person who I contact. I'll tell Sinu P Sabu, digital marketing consultant and freelance. Okay, this is how you do it. And next, that's it. Let me just quickly share the document. What questions did they ask you? They'll ask you a few questions. You just have to mention that question. How was the experience getting an interview call? You can just share the experience of getting an interview call. You can tell what things you shared. How was it? Were you nervous or not? Because it was the first experience. And anyways, you can share the experience. That's it. Now the second step, getting a freelancing client. So now guys, let me just explain you guys. I've done freelancing for quite about yeah, you guys, I hope you guys can see the slide. Yeah. So I've done freelancing quite for 2-3 years, and basically my major niches in freelancing were website design and lead generation. I don't have a very good experience with paid traffic because I've been doing paid traffic for past 1 or 2 years, and that too for myself. So website design, graphic design, lead generation, and data analytics, all these things I've done freelancing in. And according to my experience, so first of all, the same thing. You have to choose a specific service. You don't have to be master of everything. You have to know the fundamentals of every skill in digital marketing. And then you have to choose. You have to be a T-shaped digital marketer, right? You have to know the fundamentals of every skill, and because you won't be able to find that skill which you love until and unless you explore all the skills. This is a mistake which every person does, that he straight away thinks that I should start blogging, I should start content writing, I should start freelancing content writing. No, it's not the case. You should not start with content writing freelancing. You should first explore you should first try the very first and the basic steps. You should execute every skill in digital marketing, and then you get to know that which is that skill you want to go for freelancing. So for assignment, whatever skill as of now you just go ahead and get freelancing for that. But later on, you have to know the fundamentals of every skill, and then you got to because until and unless you don't get your hands into that skill, you won't be able to experience that it is for you or not. because for me, blog writing, content writing was so boring that it was a pain for me. I also did blog writing and content writing, but it was very painful for me. I was not at all interested in blogging, and that too, it's not a very high paying skill. So it took a lot of time to come for me to discover copywriting, because because when I got into digital selling, copywriting is very main part of that. So when I get to know the concept of copywriting, I got to know the concept of this is the art of selling through words. It was a life changing moment for me. Why? Because I got to know this is something, this is also something which exists in digital marketing. And I thank to few people that, it was very late for me to discover that something like copywriting also exists, because if I would have discovered that before, I would have grown a lot in all these years. So that mistake I don't want you guys to commit. Go through all the skills in digital marketing, try the skill on a very basic level, and then decide what skill you have to get expert in. And that is exactly which I'll also be conducting, the last surprise assignment. I don't have to share this. Yeah. So then deciding a potential client. So in order to decide what clients you have to choose, Deepak has shared few. Yeah. See, the digital marketing services he has shared that these are the freelancing services you can go for. Audience research, in which you can go for niche clarity, competitor research, keyword research, and the pricing strategy also he has shared. Website creation, pricing strategy, content creation, lead generation, SEO, Facebook ads, Google ads, copywriting, marketing automation. He has uh, covered almost every skill, but I think so graphic design he has missed out. So you can go with graphic design as well, because people who are very much interested in arts and they are very much artistic. Graphic design, I personally I like graphic design because I did freelancing graphic design, a lot of freelancing graphic design. And being a graphic designer, I know how, because I'm not I won't call myself an expert graphic designer, but I still love working on Photoshop, because graphic design is a skill which I feel is the most fundamental skill for a digital marketer to have, right? So graphic design is also very important. You can go ahead and learn that and offer freelancing in that as well. You can get a lot of, if you get good at graphic design, you can get up to 5, 10, 15,000 for a single designing a single graphic. Depends, logo design, and there's a lot to it. I'll be not covering in this, and that's it. So you guys know what field you have to choose, what target market you have to choose, and there's something which I want to share with you guys. Deciding a potential client, you can also choose this strategy, which is called creating a customer avatar. Now, how many of you guys already have created a customer avatar and know how to create a customer avatar? Type ABTAR in comment box, or just type I know if you guys already know, or already took the advantage of customer avatar. And if you don't know, just type don't know. Quickly tell me. So those who already attend my workshops, they already know that, because they are my students, and already I teach the awesome skills I teach to my students. They have these awesome powers because they are my students. No, no, not I'm gonna say not gonna say my student, but they are with me. So whosoever is with me, I share everything, which is very fantastic. So a lot of people saying I know, and who those who guys don't know, this type don't know in the comment box, in the chat box, because it's the most important thing you can do if you are designing a product or service, or even if you're doing freelancing, because it gives you a lot of clarity in what services you have to give, how to cater your satisfy the needs of whatever they're asking for. It really it's kind of a superpower. Trust me, it's kind of a superpower. Getting to know your customer, creating customer avatar is like a superpower, right? In the same way, you have to create a customer avatar for your ideal freelancing client, right? So like when it comes to B2B lead generation, creating a customer avatar is very, very, very essential. I am just gonna quickly share the insight from my lead generation workshop. And customer avatar sample, I'm going to quickly show you a sample. When you pitch to B2B leads, when you're generating freelancing leads for B2B, and when you're pitching to business leads, this is how you create a customer avatar. Who is your target market, field, first name, last name, title, company name, phone number, state, city, then target, service based interest. You have to be specific what target market you have to serve. Like In this case, it is law practices, attorney, accounting, bookkeeping, financial planner, wealth advisor, bookkeeper, insurance, broker, and agents. And then company size 1 to 50 employees, because these are the exact target you are looking at. And if you are clear about that, you will be able to get that in no time. Okay, first you have to make sure what is that. You have to do the research in the market. You have to know about your skills. You have to see the market. You have to see what people are offering. And there's a lot of way to create customer avatar. If you want to know in depth how to create a customer avatar, I'll be sharing a tutorial video how to create a customer avatar in depth, and I'll be sharing. Just go ahead and join the group if you have not connected with me, and I'll be sharing a tutorial video in the group as well. So 1 to 50 employees, 500, just 500 million to 10 million. This is the yearly revenue or monthly revenue. And then the next template. This is how we create the customer plan. So already 953. Company size, see 1 to 50 employees and how much they earn, revenue, titles, owner, manager. I need to be sure what title I'm targeting at, to which title I'll be pitching, right? Owner, manager, president, partners, managing partners. This is how you get an in-depth customer avatar. This is just one way to get to know about your customer avatar. There are so many ways. Do not include, this is also important, tech companies, construction companies, food service. I will not pitch to someone who includes these things, right? Then how many? 2000. By when? As soon as possible. I want to generate at least 2000 leads, and by when? As soon as possible. This is the targets you got to set in order to achieve your goals, right? Uh, you got to focus on target based execution, because if you don't have a target, if you don't have a goal, then you will end up going nowhere. Okay, it's very important. So how many of you guys are getting clarity on the freelancing stuff? Just type clear in the comment box if you're already getting clarity, and you know things are getting clear for you. Just type clear in the comment box so that I can see you guys are with me. Yeah. So once you have created a customer avatar, you have to create the perfect pitch. So now I'm going to share the document in which I'm going to share the right pitch. You have to create in the email when you're pitching to B2B client for freelancing. B2B clients, please tell why not to include tech and food. I'm not saying you, it was just an example, Harshit. Harshit is saying, please tell why not to include tech and food companies. It was just an example because that was the customer, it was an example of customer avatar which I created, and it's not for you. For you, it can be different. I thought that I won't be, because you don't have to, this is very important. When you're doing freelancing, you have to choose your target market. You cannot serve everyone. For example, if I choose to serve hotel industries, I'll only serve hotel industries, right? If I choose to serve fitness industries, I'll only serve fitness industry. Or I can, at most, I can choose 2 to 3 industries. You don't have to serve everyone, because you will end up getting confused. You will, because once you learn the strategy of serving one market, then you can scale that. But if you try to put your hand in every market, then it will be a very big confusion for you. So first, you can have at least 4 or 5 industries, hotel industry, fitness industry, and then once you start working in those industries, when you start giving freelancing services to them, then you will get a clarity that if you're able to work with them or not. It's all about testing. It's all about experimentation. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to share the what pitch you have to, what email you have to send to your business leads in order to get freelance projects. Okay. B2B pitch template. Yeah. So see, this is, it's very simple. Hi, whatever is your name, then I'm just telling you my name is Aman Shah. This is something which I shared in my lead generation workshop as well. Hi, my name is Aman Shrivastava, CEO of Digifit Business Media Services. Because I have for example, I have an agency called CEO, and just in the very first line is to address your target market. The intent of this line is to address your target market. Okay, give your introduction, address your target market. I'm saying a pay per performance marketing company for restaurants in Canada. Because if I'll say for restaurant in Canada, they will think, for example, I just type Canada. Let me just type. Okay, it's not, I cannot edit it. So just type restaurant in whatever city you are. The restaurant in Bangalore, right? So if I say restaurant in Bangalore, it will click in their mind that he specialized in serving restaurant market, right? So they will connect in a very good way, and you can change this for every client, right? I came across your restaurant and noticed few things that you could do with your marketing to double your business. The best part, if we don't deliver, you don't pay. This is called guarantee, right? Just to know what your schedule, so that we can connect next week or so. Looking forward to it, Aman. TS, you can schedule a call using the Calendly link. So the very basic, the very main intent of generating B2B lead